We're working with a writer now who's 92. This is her first book, and she calls it a fairy tale because she can't believe she's publishing her first book at age 92. It's a fairy tale to her, like a dream come true. Passenger began when I was about 27 years old. I was teaching a course at the University of Baltimore on the history of the literary journal. I was fascinated by how this journal that could publish people like T.S. Eliot, James Joyce, Robert Frost actually made a difference to how we read literature today. I was also teaching at the Waxter Center right down the street, and I was working with this group of old people. They were in their 80s and 90s. We met every week, they shared their writing, we laughed, we cried. I thought, I wonder if I could publish a journal that would make what's going on in here public. The publishing of it is what gives it part of its power. We published a woman who was 83 years old, and she really blew our minds. Quiet poems that you could miss, that go deep. The poem is called Of Some Renown. For some time now, I have lived anonymously. No one appears to think it odd. They think the old are, well, what they seem. Yet see that great egret at the marsh's edge, solitary, still. Mere pretense, that stillness. His silence is a lie. In his own pond, he is of some renown. A stalker, a catcher of fish. Watch him. Because of this book, it changed her life. She said to us, I feel like, I used to be a retired librarian. Now I'm a poet. Last year we published Henry Morgenthau III, who was actually the son of Henry Morgenthau Jr., who was the Secretary of the Treasury under Roosevelt. He started writing when he was 92. He's now 100. He doesn't want to be Henry Morgenthau III in his poetry. He wants to be Henry. He wants to be, who am I? Who is Henry deep down? So here he is. We published his book last year, and Henry is giving readings. I never thought 5 years ago we would be bringing a 100-year-old poet to the University of Baltimore to give a reading to a standing ovation crowd. That's our work, is to change these narrow boxes we're put in. So here's the secret. Passenger is privately funded. All of us are volunteers. It's a very small staff, and so private contributions mean everything to us. How have we done this for going on 28 years? Because there's so much work to do. Passenger is anti-ageism. These are the golden years of winding down. They can be for some people, but for other people, these are the years of exploring your story, who you are, and what it is you have to say. Passenger gives you a place where not only can you say it, but lots of people can read it.